Hey YouTubers, this is John Mule with John Mule Tech Talk. We're doing something a little bit different today, and before I had an interest in doing computers and that, I was a welder by trade, and worked on my own cars, do my own brake work, so on. But anyways, I'm going to show you what we're working on in here in the, I guess you'd call it the lab, so to speak. And, well, I've got one of my old shirts on from the church, but anyways, here it is. Let me see here. Oh, where are we at here? We got our exhaust for that car over there, for that PT. I pulled out the other one. I've got one more bolt to go, but I wanted to show you where I'm at with it. It's about 2 in the morning, but this nice stainless, that'll be out the pipe there, and there's the up there is the, what is that, catalytic converter. Then you have a intermediate pipe right here, and then the exhaust. This comes out the back there. That's a nice little thing. I'll video more later on as I finish it. But now I want to take you down in here. Here, I'm going to show you some things. Here, this right here, it's a little bit dark. This is the old exhaust muffler. This is the intermediate pipe that goes underneath this. That part right there, I'm showing you right here, goes to the catalytic converter. It's from the catalytic converter on back. This comes around, snakes around. That's where the this part, where the fuel tank sits. Then it clamps along here to this side over here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit dark. Right there, clamps into there. And that comes around, goes underneath the back axle, and it comes into this thing. And you got a couple hangers here. Those weren't too hard to pull off. You just had to take I just had to take a breaker bar, pry between it. It pretty much got it. Had to take some of this crap out of the way. Well, it's not really crap, but it's this is the top half of plenum. Well, I don't know if you've seen one of these things, but in here you actually have to pull this top half off to get to your coil pack in that. Yes, that is an MSD ignition. It was actually cheaper than the stocker for this, so a few bucks cheaper. Figured I'd save some money, but that's a whole nother story. But I've got one more bolt to go, and this catalytic converter will be out here. The old one we'll be able to put in the new one. One little, I guess, how do I put this, mess up. I lost my mind for a second there, and I totally forgot to get my exhaust gasket for that. So I won't actually complete this till after the parts store opens about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tomorrow, and it'll probably take me an hour or two. So I don't have this up on a rack. You can see right here, it's up on jack stands. Well, I'll move it around here. If I drop down here, you'll see jack stands, if I can find them. It's dark. Well, over there, you see a jack stand there. There's one over here. There's one on all 4 points. They're in a good solid place. But the neat thing is, man, I'm getting old. Good Lord. On this catalytic converter, I don't know if you can see it, but in this one, you got a cross member. I had to get out my 13mm socket deep well, plus every 1/2 inch extension I had to get to that stinking bolt up there. Once that bolt's gone though, this right here, every single extension I've got up here to try and reach this. It's a pretty long reach, guys. And like I said, it was sort of hard to work on this. Like I said, I don't have it up on the rack, so I'm laying on the ground. And if any of you have ever worked on underneath a car laying on the ground, you know that you don't have much space to work with. So anyways, once I get this off and I get the other one put back in, I'll crawl underneath here and I will let you know and show you what we got. So later, bye. Now, I'm back out here today to try and finish up, the Magnaflow project right here. And like I said, I had to eat a big old piece of humble pie today or last night because, let me get some light on here. I was sitting there. I realized when reading the repair manual that $2 part, this little deal here, kept me from finishing it up. You cannot reuse these when you're putting on an exhaust. You got to put a new, I guess if you absolutely have to, you could reuse it in a pinch. But really, you don't want to reuse that. You want to get another one. So, off to the parts store to get it. Like I was saying, I'll post this and we'll get back to you. It's a dirty job. You may not be able to hear me right now, but right now I'm putting the finished touches on this Magnaflow system. The air compressor's blowing out there. I just don't have one big enough to handle my air ratchet. And I'm doing the final, tighten down, fit and finish. And I don't know if you can see that. It says Magnaflow up here. You might not be able to see it. You might be able to see it. You look a little bit close. This is what it looks like up to the front here. That O2 sensor right there is hard to get in there. It's very hard to get in there. So if you're doing an exhaust job on one of these, then and you're replacing the catalytic converter, just pull it off and pull the, put the O2 sensor in before you put it on. But it's looking pretty slick. And I'll show you some more later on. So till later. You can barely see me, but I have just finished cinching up this exhaust. I don't know if you can see it in the glow. It's glowing. It says Magnaflow up here, and it should make a difference in gas mileage and definitely power. And this kit is stainless steel, so hopefully with 161,000 on this, I shouldn't have to put another exhaust on it, hopefully. So when my son gets it, one less cost he's got to pay for. So, anyways, I've got some stuff to do up top. Some hoses to rehook back up, some sensors to hook up, other O2 sensor in the manifold, and I'll get back with you when I get her started up and on the ground. Keep it in between the ditches, guys. Alright, we've started it up. May see a little bit of smoke coming up. I just stuff, you know, from the from lube I put on it to piece it together, but there we go. Got that nice deep exhaust note, and like I was saying, on the PT, I don't know if you see here, that is it really fills that bumper area up. So finish it up. Got a few things. Got to get it off the stands, and I'm gonna take it on out. Of course, you know, with the, if you own one of these things, you know the computer. When anytime you make a modification to this, whether it's a performance or so on, it usually takes about 200 miles to kick in. So if you go and put one on there in your PT, it'll take about 200 miles to wake it up to the performance and the gas mileage. So, but you should see some changes. I'm not guaranteeing anything because I don't know what it'll do, but as far as how much you'll save in gas, how much power, but I know it sounds mean, so catch you later.